Hello and welcome back to xenoblade. Last time I talked about a bunch of games that I was not going to be doing at some point as we did some side quests because I couldn't really think of any other topics. And also said the name of multiple Silk Song bosses that I probably shouldn't have in hindsight, but also like it's just I don't know. Yeah, I might have may or may not have blocked out the names. Because kind of the thing of yeah, because I didn't really say anything about the fights other than some frustrated me, which the only thing I'm gonna say on that, I might eventually decide to go into them and make a full video on it, but I will say, having like today, finished Silk Song, it was not hard. It was hard for all the wrong reasons. Because overall, I'd say it's actually as hard as Hollow Knight, just because bosses do double damage. If they didn't do that, it would not be hard, and I feel like this is kind of a artificial or cheap, both feel somewhat wrong, but also accurate to say, but just a way of making things harder without actually making a more difficult fight. Okay, so you have both actual quests I need to care about, and I'm gonna stick with this team since this is the... Yeah, Ricky's the last person to have any yellow affinities, so I'm going to go with Ricky. Today... Oh, no, you two also have yellow still. Can I just fix that with a gift? Nope. Not that one, at least. Yeah. Overall, I'd say I enjoyed most of my Silk Song playthrough, but the bosses were the worst part, because most of them just felt like they were hard because they did 2 damage, not because they were actually hard. Which is my biggest complaint. Most of the difficulty isn't that from the game being hard, it's from bosses doing 2 damage. Wait, I'm sorry, is Chalice the one with the second best affinity chart right now? That feels so wrong. That should not be. But enough about a game I'm probably not doing a Let's Play of ever for that aforementioned. You! Well, this is a problem. There'll be no research for anyone at this rate. I say, you kids. If you're free at the moment, could you give me a hand? Ooh, sounds like something wrong! Tell Ricky, tell Ricky! Want to talk about it? A problem shared is a problem halved. First, listen to what I have to say. Our Ancient Ruins research team has unearthed some ancient texts. Incredibly, the text age means we can't decipher them easily. It'll take years and years, and that's just not good enough. That's why we decided to build some kind of deciphering mechanism. Or machine. I'm sure you can see where it's all headed, right? So can you help us gather the material? Yeah, sure. You'll help us? Very kind of you. In which case, I shall wait here and double check the blueprints. I'm counting on you, kid. Easy peasy, hero one, take care of it. Trust you won't go back on your world. I shall assist you. Hey! Ricky, no break promise. Done for Ricky. One more up to double affinity. Or not double, but you know what I mean. I will not have enough. Do I have any like cheap skills that I don't really care about? Yes. Honestly, it's probably better I grab the EXP one. For anyone who isn't named Shulk, really, should just grab the EXP one. Maybe not, actually, but, like, for the most part, I think that's what I'm gonna end up going with. Oh great, I'm gonna have to go kill a bunch more stuff in Air Sea, aren't I? Because that's the same enemy, isn't it? Also, now that's left is Shala and Ricky, so I can comfortably swap out Dunban? Or do I want to? See, I wish it was these two got the affinity, because then I would know who to swap out. And I don't want to play as Shala, because Shala's kinda boring. No matter who I go to, you have about the same affinity. Who would benefit from Ricky the most right now? Or more accurately, you're ways off of getting anything good off the Shulk. I guess an extra level with... I mean, you're gonna get one with Shala anyway, so when I want to give you heavy armor, I can just link easy. If I decide to give you heavy armor, that is. Shala's still a ways off. Dunban, you have one, you do not have one. And you do have one with skill. So I'm gonna swap in melee, as much as it's probably an awful idea. Oh man, this patty is so bad. Okay, so with one of... Wow, every single... I mean, I'm never gonna top how awful a patty of, Shala, Melia, Shulk is. Specifically if you're playing as Shala. Or especially if you're playing as Shala. No matter what, it's gonna be bad. Yeah, I guess I kind of talk about it because it's... I mean, it's gonna be a minute since the game's been out by the time this episode's out. But... to kind of talk about it, I enjoyed most of Silksong, but the bosses were by far the worst part. And it's because all of them only felt hard because they did 2 damage. Which... with a health system that doesn't really support enemies doing multiple damage being the norm. A game where your max health is... A game where your max health is 9. Fine when totally tapped out. Because to my knowledge, they did not increase it at all.
Sidekicks do good. Sidekick? Well, lights out. Okay, let's get going. Let us hurry onwards. Leave it to Hirobon. I will give it my all, no matter the enemy. Okay. Let's
also, you can also do little cheese strategies like that for the... Actually, that's probably a good way to climb affinity, now that I think about it.
Sort this out nice and quickly.
Just doing that and then initiating chain attacks. The only downside is you can only, it doesn't work nearly as well if you're not using Ricky. Don't know if it's probably not the best, it's definitely not the best way in fact, but it's an A tactic that I'm going to use right now in the hope that maybe I'll be able to bench Shala.
No matter the enemy. Okay, let's sort this out nice and quickly.
I need you guys to take the aggro, please, and thank you. Burn everything.
Okay. Your turn. Acknowledge. I feel
One more.
you must suffer more.
Why are you so just gung-ho about this suffering, Melia? I suppose in this patty, Ricky is probably the best tank, but like, maybe Charlotte. The issue is there's not really a good tank in this party at all. It kind of feels like the heroes become the de facto tank if you don't have Dunban or Ryan in the party, or the party member we don't have, because they're also decently tanky. Although that isn't their main purpose, is they can work as a tank. I guess Ricky's probably the fourth most tanky, though. Like, you should not be using him as a tank, but I guess since technically defense is only a stat from armor, if you link him the right skills, he could work. It's still a pretty awful idea, but it would be a functional one. E for defense, of course! Why wouldn't it be E for defense? I still think that's my favorite voice line that I've never really heard before.
Leave it to hero mode. I shall crush the enemy. Okay, let's sort this out nice and quickly. Helping each other is our greatest strength. Melia, couldn't have said it better myself. Fire!
Big bleed, big hit, and then boom, boom, boom.
Almost there. Looks like it's no problem. So soon finish. We make a great team. I see your strength is the genuine article.
Yeah, that's just kind of, I guess it's kind of just how I came out of Silk Song, where I do think the game is good, but I don't like how the difficulty was handled, because it doesn't feel like the game itself is hard. It feels like bosses do more damage than they should to make up for the fact that they're not that hard. And like, I'm coming at this as a kind of casual fan. I did Dream No More in Hollow Knight. I actually wanted to go back either right after or shortly after I beat that Hollow Knight, the original. And then I did Dream No More. In fact, I might do Hollow Knight as a collab, just because I don't want to do 100%, and I always do, or at least try to go for 100% in my Let's Plays. With the sole exception of, like, ranking-based stuff, because unless there's an actual, like, level or boss hidden behind it, or locked behind it, more accurate. Okay, that's just the effect working through the island. But as I was saying, like, I only really have one Sonic game I like enough that I do a Let's Play, that being Frontiers, which, admittedly, I do want to redo that one. This is one I intend to redo. But I'm not going like all S ranks in Sonic Frontiers.
Okay, let's sort this out nice and quick.
Like, that's kind of an exception I would make.
Ricky's sidekick's too good. Sidekick? Well, whatever makes you happy. Everyone give their it's flowing through me. Looks like we don't need one. Helping each other is our greatest strength. Ricky is also greatest. My rival is battle become not on legend. We make a great team. I see your strength is the genuine article.
Yeah, that's just kind of how I'm feeling about that.
No matter the enemy. Okay, let's sort this out nice and quick.
That it's not the difficulty, it's just how it's difficult that I dislike. Because I would not, like, in the original, actually no, there's a really spot to talk about it. That's just kind of where I'll leave it. And I'm just going to keep repeating myself. It is an issue. That is one issue I have kind of found, and I got that. Gotta get better with when it comes to video. Okay, that was enough to go.
Anytime, any place.
So of course now I'm constantly getting them. Yeah, that's just kind of all I got to say on that. Admittedly, I kind of find myself talking about unrelated things such as Silk Song and how I dislike the way its difficulty is achieved. Because I guess to finish my thought with what I was saying, I have no intention of really going back to get Silk Song's crew ending. Because I know it's just gonna be more bosses that are only had because they do 2 damage as opposed to 1. And that is the only reason they are difficult. Which, like, I don't know if it was to balance around the healing or if the healing was rebalanced to work around the damage, but either way, it kind of just screams it kind of reminds me of the know-it-all Toad from Paper Mario Color Splash, which, for reference, that character, quotation marks, character, entire existence was solely there to pretty much just justify not removing things, or, you know, even justify making them more required for boss fights than in Sticker Stab when they were already practically needed if you didn't want to friggin' suffer. Like, regardless of which, like, the damage was made to balance the healing or the other way, it just kind of feels like a justification to keep one the same, as opposed to actually making it better. And I kind of hate to say it with how long it took for that game to come out. Like, the fact that it genuinely is good, like, yeah. Like, because it kind of does feel bad to say it. I personally didn't wait the full 6 years, and I'm saying 6 because I'm pretty sure that's when the reveal trailer was. A lot of people go from the release of Hollow Knight, when that's not entirely fair. And a lot of the issues are also just, it feels like balancing that only would work if it was a DLC, when it's not.
I will give it my all, no matter the enemy. Okay, let's sort this out nice and quickly. Things are really heating up. May your aim be true, Charlotte. Thunderbolt! Summon! Poison! Hereupon run from nothing! Bolt! Sidekicks make Ricky proud! I see your strength is the genuine article. We make a great team!
Yeah, admittedly, I kind of find myself talking about stuff like that just because I don't really have many topics that I really want to talk about right now, because, again, which is kind of unfortunate. Admittedly, that's kind of an on-me thing, where it's just like, I don't really have a ton to go into because I pretty much already have all of the best moves for our party members. Almost all of them are already in their final moveset. Stuff like that. This is superb armor, not scratch too. That's a lie. It's perfect. Must have been tough to get. I know I couldn't have. Looks like I was wise to ask you kids to help. Thank you. Yay, happy! Mickey really happy! How adorable. At last, we can start constructing the deciphering machine. Here, take this. To compensate you for all the trouble you went through. Okay, I kind of want to go into, one thing I do want to go into is, Jaws of Death. This is probably the art I would say is Dunvan's, maybe not his best secondary, but it's the one I like the most, since it gives him a full-on safety net if his evasion tanking just isn't working out for you. Personally, I'm going to be sticking with Tempest Kick because I like that extra ether art and the little bit of extra damage it gives. But, yeah, I'm going to just go in for one more, I think. I'm sorry to bother you, but please listen, this is urgent. Zane and his friends haven't come back from the center. Oh, flip, this is the last part of that quest. What? This is crisis, yes? Yes, it's terrible. Both their lives are in danger. Last I heard, they said they were going to Valak Mountain. Some preparations to see some ruins or something like that, but they haven't come back. Please go rescue them. Valak Mountain is a death trap. To think they actually went. Reckless and foolish. How did they get Distinction to go there in the first place? They didn't care about Distinction. They've gone, so it's too late. Aren't their lives more important? Yes, you are correct. Tell me, must make haste to save Zane and Creeson? Yeah, Adventurers in Peril. This is the last part of the Adventurers quest we did last time, but we need to go to Valak Mountain for that, so I'm gonna grab it. Thank you. Sure they've gotten themselves stranded or something. Please find them quickly. Easy peasy, Hereupon take care of it. Looks like I should keep out of this. No, Millie! Millie had to help us. Ricky ain't no feel like working hard without Millie. Okay, well, can I get a quest that I can actually do, please? I mean, I guess that's a... Speaking of side quests, I guess that's a small reason I also don't want to do the Selkong True Ending, because I'm pretty sure you need to do a lot of quests in order to actually start what you need to do to finish. Or to be able to go on to the true ending. I'm trying to be non-specific because the game's still relatively new and I don't want to give away spoilers, but at the same time I kind of already failed. It's just kind of what's been on my mind, that's why I keep bringing it up, and I'm kind of sorry for that, just in a completely unrelated game in Let's Play. Admittedly, it's probably done a ton of people watching who really care, but at the same time, I would be a massive hypocrite if I didn't at least apologize for having done it. Because that doesn't really fix the issue. It's just kind of a thing I've been talking a lot about. You actually have a quest I should be able to do. Excuse me, could you help me? My son said he was going to go and do some training. Then before I could stop him, he ran off towards AFC. Has no idea just how dangerous AFC is. What? Jesus Christ, yes, I've already read this. Yes. I should have read that. I need to just... Frig. I haven't done that much. When was my latest autosave? Okay, where exactly is this autosave putting me? I guess... yeah, before I can do that quest. So I guess I'll re-grab the Adventures in Peril since we are gonna need to do that later. And get a better roll on who's getting affinity. Because those are the two I actually need to be getting affinity. Admittedly, Charlotte Ricky's affinity is good for setting up for making good gems. I forget the exact combo, but like, it's a good combo for gems. The other one, like, there's a few really good ones, like Shulk and Ryan is pretty much just... It's only really great because those two will naturally have pink affinity near the start of the game due to how much you have to use them together. Like, they're not a bad combo, but like, it's not really the be-all end-all. Admittedly, the two with the best energy is probably Ricky Charlotte, but they don't really get you good gems. They get you good cylinders. I guess that's there is like something that I don't think I can go into until I start talking about them a little bit. So I guess this kind of is tough. Also, if there's anything I haven't talked about yet that I think I should, please let me know, because there's definitely is the stuff I'm not thinking of. And I kind of like to stay on topic of the game I'm playing, but I haven't been because of a multitude of reasons. Excuse me, could you help me? Yeah. What? Ran off because I was saying, no danger, yeah. Shala. I feel terrified just thinking of what might happen. Please, you look strong. Please help me find them. Otherwise, really someone's response, so we'll help you as much as possible. Really? Oh, thank you. I feel real sure. I'm sure that you'll be able to find my son. Oh, thank you. I'm counting on you. Keep easy. Here. Yeah. Oh, how close are they, and yet they still don't have it? Because they had to be, like, nearly there. And admittedly, I kind of feel like part of the reason I've been going so off topic, and especially with stuff on me, is not just because it's something I've done really recently. Because while I definitely have talked about recent games, like I talked a lot about Fire Emblem Engage when I first played it, semi-recently. Like, it is also still the only Fire Emblem that really has caught my interest. Then again, it's like the only other one is Three Houses and its upcoming sequel, and Three Houses just is not my vibe. And quite frankly, if I wanted a story like that, I would play Shin Megami Tensei. Which is why I'm playing SMP5 probably next, after I finish Persona 5 Strikers. Because everything wants to get in the way of me playing Strikers. I have no clue how your name is pronounced. Who are you? Huh? My mom's worried that I haven't come back? Oh no. I got so caught up here that I totally forgot to go home. Thanks for coming to tell me. I'll head back right now. Well, that was a nice and easy quest. But I feel like part of the reason I keep going like off topic into especially Stealth Song though, is because I don't think I'm going to Let's Play it, so I don't really have a good place to talk about how I feel about it. Because I primarily do Let's Plays, obviously. But I don't intend to do Hollow Knight either. The original, because I don't want to do the original because I don't want to do Pantheons, but I always do my best to go 100%. It's kind of my motivation to do that in some games that I love, but otherwise wouldn't. But Hollow Knight is one that I really don't want to. Because it's not just, there's a ton of quests, and it's, in fact, Hollow Knight barely has any quests in it. And it's not just, it's really just the Pantheon stuff. And, maybe Nightmare King Grim. I haven't even fought regular Grim. That's one thing I actually do want to go back and do. But you came home safely. I don't know how to thank you. Yeah. Okay. We've been through the song and dance, Infinity Familia. I was sick with worry, but he's back safe and sound. So relieved. Here, take this token of my thanks. Please take it. Nope, I want that. Why can you even leave that? That's not what I wanted to open. I want to... see if I can just kind of... well, quite bluntly, force one... Please. No, you don't like the Oreo brains either? You do. Sure, take a tiny bit of extra affinity. And mainly that is one thing I want to state is, for xenoblade, it kind of does make sense to, with low affinity characters in particular, especially, but like, with, Sharla, really any combination of Sharla, but, mostly Sharla and Ricky, because the two of them together is redundant, Sharla, Melia, and, Shulk Melia, Shulk Sharla. Mostly Sharla Ricky and Shulk Melia, you find yourself taking a lot of quests as one with the other in the party to gain affinity because you don't want to use them. You also use Ricky a lot because you just want him to you want characters to have affinity with him for the really nice passive effects for just convenience, the quality of life stuff. But I think that's gonna do it for today's episode, folks. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.